This video shows a quick introduction to the documentation for both self-training and reference. From the portal, click in Documentation, and you will see the current version of RMSP on the top left. A search box using keywords is in the top right. For instance, let's search for grid. Now, all the options related to grids are displayed and organized by categories. Let's take a look to these categories. All the categories are displayed on the left, and they are grouped by common operations. For instance, we have categories related to the installation and getting started, others related to data management, and other categories related to statistical and geostatistical operations. Let's click on grids, and we can see the groups in this section. There is an overview of the documentation for grids, and this section also shows the classes in this category, the functions, and related notebooks. Take a look to the accepted data type for both regular and subgrid formats. Now, let's check the class RMSP grid data. There is an initial description and then sets of functions that can be applied to this class. Let's take a look to one way of initialize a grid using this function. And now we can see all the parameters or arguments that can be used for this function. Each argument is explained to provide more details. There are bite-sized examples beside most functions or classes and complete workflows in Jupyter notebooks to show how to use each function. For instance, let's copy this part to our previous notebook. Click here, press V to create a cell underneath the previous one, paste, and run the cell. We can see this result, and it's possible to modify anything as needed. For instance, let's change the U size to 30 and run again, and we can notice the difference on the size of the cell. Now let's download the notebook. Let's go back to the documentation and click in example workflows. From here you can notice the inline notebooks. We will download this to have it locally. Let's go to our downloads folder and copy that to our working directory. Let's go to the Jupyter Lab interface, and we can see now the new notebook. Click here to restart the kernel and run all the cells. And you can inspect all of the contents locally and modify if desired. In this video, I have explored grids to illustrate how you can explore an object or function in RMSP. You will generally find bite-sized examples as shown, or more extensive notebooks. We show longer explanation or full workflows.